The 2013 budget estimates will come under the Parliamentary Microscope on Monday, and the main opposition party, APNU, says it will not be letting up, particularly with those super salaries contract workers in the government system. This year, the Office of the President has been allocated just over $7 billion Ghana dollars for administrative services and presidential advisory services. Opposition spokesman on finances Carl Greenidge said the party is concerned with all the contract workers employed by the Office of the President and other government agencies and the large salaries they receive.
Contract workers, we are calling for the government to revisit this matter and to not recruit any other contract workers until such time as there is agreement on what is to be done as regards the professionalization of the public service.
Greenidge said what the APNU is advocating for is public accountability and proper institutional mechanisms under which funds are being requested, all in an effort to protect taxpayers from misuse and abuse of public funds. He spoke about the monies that were allocated under the budget in 2012 to the National Irrigation and Drainage Authority.
The monies, although allocated to that body, are actually spent by the Ministry of Agriculture. To date, we have not got a reasonable explanation as to why that happens. And if the irrigation authority isn't competent to spend the monies efficiently, then the constitutional arrangement should be for the government to ask for the money for the Ministry of Agriculture, so that ministry could be held accountable. But what is happening, as with KANU, for example, the government asks for the money under one agency, another agency spends it. The person in charge of that other agency is not accountable in the way that it should be to a minister through whom the parliament can extract answers and accountabilities.
The former finance minister said the opposition doesn't have any so-called sledgehammer waiting to drop on the estimates come Monday. However, he said the opposition's approach to the proposed cuts will be systematic.
You have to look and satisfy yourselves that for the monies that were approved last year, they were spent as approved. And if they weren't, then you're not going to approve new monies this year. And for those monies that are being requested for this year, that they are really for the things for which they are being requested. Because we have found in many occasions in the past that they're requested for one thing and they're used for other things, including supporting the election activities of the PPP. That has happened.
Greenidge also explained that the function of an opposition in a Westminster-style system is to examine the request for funds by the government and then go through each request to see if it can be justified. He said the opposition is doing just that. Leroy Adolphus, Capital News.